So to start off, I'm just going ahead and figuring out where I want to place my horns, which you can find these at any Halloween store this time of year. And I'm just going ahead and stenciling in where I want them and the angle I want the horns, making sure that they're even. And you want to pre-plan this because once you place down the spirit gum, there really is no going back. So just make sure they're exactly where you want them and you're happy with the placement. And once you're happy with it, just go ahead and place down some spirit gum. Again, you can find this at most Halloween stores. And you want to tap it before placing down the prosthetic because it's not going to work unless it's tacky. And just go ahead and place it down and just press it into the spirit gum. And to help blend the edges into your skin, I'm using some liquid latex and just going around and just blending it in. And you do want to put some kind of gel or something that's going to help the latex not stick to your hair, as well as covering your eyebrows with either a glue stick or some scar wax or anything that's going to help keep your hairs there when you remove the latex. And I'm just going in and letting it dry and then applying some more layers of it just until it's nicely blended into my skin. And if it is a little bumpy and jagged, that kind of adds to the appearance that is coming out of your head. But you do want the edges to be very smooth and blending. Next, I'm going in and just painting my face with this water activated face paint. And you could probably find a cream paint or something similar to this at a Halloween shop. I got this at a special effects shop, but around this time there's many options for this type of looks. And so I'm just going ahead and I'm painting my whole face. And this is more of a red toned purple, sort of like a burgundy more than an actual true red. But this is just the color I decided to go with. You could go for a true red, you could go for a more neutral color and just make it more of a normal wearable look just with the horns. But I decided to go for the stereotypical red devil look. And so I'm just making sure that I'm painting any part of my skin that's going to be showing. So my advice would be to wear clothing that covers a lot so you're not having to paint your whole entire body. Especially if you're using a cream paint because that's not going to stay on as well as a water activated or alcohol activated paint. And you want to avoid the horns when painting. We are going to be painting that a different color a little later on. And so to paint the horns, I'm just taking this gray color and just going over the whole horns. And because gravity kind of brought all the color back down to the base, and I ended up liking it more than painting the whole horn. So it kind of gets more of an ombre look as it goes on. You could also just use an eyeshadow or some kind of cream color to do this. And then for eyes, you could do an eye look, but I decided just to add some black shadow to them and just blend it out. I'm also adding the black shadow to the bottom of my lashes. I also decided to put eyebrows on my devil. You could skip this step. I kind of wish I did, but at the time I was like, oh, I need eyebrows, and so I just made the little black eyebrows. I kind of regret it, but at that point it was too late to change it, and so I just kind of went with it. So it's an option, add some eyebrows, don't have to. I think it's just a personal choice if you want eyebrows or not. I'm also adding little white highlight sort of things to the eyebrows. Again, I regret doing that too. It looks kind of funny, but yeah. Then I went in with the same black shadow and just added some more definition and shading to the horns. So I'm just adding it to the very bottom of it. And then to go around the horns, I'm taking the color on the bottom, which is just a dark purple red color, and just painting all around the base of the horns. I'm also going in with a little bit of white and adding just some highlights to the higher places of the horns. Then I'm going in with some black and just again deepening it up. Then going back into the bend and eyebrows wheel, which I forgot to mention what it was before, but I'm just going in with the greens and yellows to create a little bit of irritation and bane sort of thing. I went a little bit heavy when I first did it, and then I later went back in and sort of covered them up more. I still kept them, but they're not as harsh or strong. They blend in a lot better. And so this is an option. You could also do it in a different color. I just wanted something that's going to pop more than a red or black would against the red skin. And I also went in very heavily contoured. So I just took black along my cheekbones and then blended it down towards my chin. I then went in and took more of the black shadow and connected it from the eyeshadow down the sides of my nose, just to add more dimension to the eyes, as well as shading underneath my chin and also shading the little area on my cupid's bow to make it appear deeper. I'm also going into my temples and just adding a lot more depth to areas I feel that need it. I then went over with just a red eyeshadow, and I'm just using that to help set the red paint I put on earlier. It doesn't really need to be set, but it was appearing very like shiny and dewy, and I wanted more of like a matte look, so I just applied some red shadow. I believe it is Sugar Pill's Love Plus I'm using. I then went in with Mayo Makeup's Galaxy pigment, and I also added black lipstick, which I forgot to record, but I went in and added it to the Cupid's bow, to the center of my lip. I also used it as a cheek highlight, and this it's more of a white with an iridescent purple duochrome, and so placed over the red, it appeared a very vibrant metallic purple, and I really liked how it looked in person, but on camera it was really hard to capture this look because it made it very shiny and the camera light wanted to reflect on it. But if you are wearing this out, I would definitely add a highlight to the face. I then went in and just added a little bit more last minute details. I went over those veins like I mentioned earlier. I also added a little bit more shadow to the horns. I didn't show it, but I also added some very dramatic lashes. You could skip that step or add whatever you'd like. But this is the finished look. I hope you like it. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, check out my Instagram, and have a happy October.